So good morning to everyone. In today's session, we will try to work with the characters and strings using Raptor tool. Now, let us first test with a single character and then proceed with a sequence of characters. So I take input.
So what topic is this?
Till now in the Raptor tool, we worked with only numbers. You take
Yes,
a number, you try to find the prime, Fibonacci sequences, etc. But we did not work with characters. Suppose if I ask enter a name, we enter a name, we then add some more details, etc. So in today's session, we will see how to work with characters. Once we accept a single character, we will try to accept a sequence of characters. Then if time permits, we will check whether that string is, there is something called as palindrome, I think. The reverse
palindromic sequence.
Palindromic sequence, yes. If you reverse the
Now,
in the
Same
string,
sequence
like
depicts
but
from
it will be the
both sides, sir.
same.
right. So palindrome. Let us see, depending upon the time, whether we can do that program or not. That
Yes, sir.
project. So I will save this. Let me give a name palindrome. String palindrome. Since I don't know, we'll start with single character only, and we'll try to print that character. Let me just type some character here. So the character that we have entered, it is being displayed here, and also we are able to get the output. We are also able to get the output. Okay, so it doesn't make any difference whether you accept integer or character. The input and output remains the same. Okay, if I take a number, the same program, if I the same flowchart, if I try to run by giving a number, so though in the dialog box it is asking enter a single character, that is just a statement which I write. I can write whatever I want, but still I'm entering a number only. When you check whatever you have entered, it is coming. So if you now it is number just 5. Run the same program by giving a character. It is treated as under double quotes character Y, CHY. So the Raptor differentiates between a number and a character by putting double quotes for character and just without any double quotes as a number. Okay. Now, the same thing, let us check whether I can enter multiple characters at the same time. In the previous sessions, we have seen whether I can input multiple numbers at the same time in an array. it was not possible. Now let me check whether I can give multiple characters at one go. And I will change my statement by saying enter a name. And my variable, I make it as a name. The name entered is, save it, run it. So enter a name. So okay, let us say Parikshit. You are able to get it.
Sir.
Okay, so you can at one go you can give multiple characters at the same time. It is nothing but a string. A collection of characters is nothing but a string in programming terminology. Now, having accepted the entire name at one go, if I want to accept a particular character in a location, whether I can do it or not, let us see. We are just checking whether I can access this as a collection of array of characters. Okay. If I modify this, the name, the character at location 1 is, if I say name of 1, just like I put it as an array, whether it works or not, I'm just checking. Save it, run. So this time let us give something else. Who else generally responds? Let's just check. Okay, some name is there, Manoj. Manoj, if you are there, rename yourself with your roll number and roll number. Let us say I'm able to display, yes. The character at location 1 is M. Okay, so the string can act as an array of characters. Now, with this logic, now can I check whether the string that I have entered, it is palindrome or not? For example, palindrome numbers, palindrome string is say, generally we start with the word M A D A M. Suppose the string or word madam is there. If I read it from one side, this side, it is M-A-D-A-M. If I read it from the other side, it is also M-A-D-A-M. So reading from right to left or left to right will give us the same word. So such kind of strings are called as palindrome strings. Palindrome strings. Nitin, okay, N-I-T-I-N, N-I-T-I-N, Nitin. So one more example, someone has said Nitin.
Malayalam.
Malayalam, right. N-I-T-I-N.
Sahas.
So you have many palindrome words. So I enter a word. I have to my flowchart should tell me whether it is a palindrome or not. So what is the logic? I traverse the string from one end till from one side to the other. I compare it with the characters from the other side. Right? If they are same, I keep on, my loop will keep on moving. If some at any point it doesn't match, it has to just, I don't have to compare the other strings. Say for example, if MAD, if I add one more character here, MAD, let us say for my purpose, let us give it MADIAM. So I compare first character and last character. So they are same. Then now how do I refer to this? Now just now we have seen we can refer it with the index. When I say name of I, it is displaying me the first character. So I will have an index, maybe two indexes. One will traverse from starting point, other will traverse from the ending point. Now, how do I get the ending point? I will say, I will just count the number of words, or I will let us say if I can use a size attribute, because size attribute is there in array. But when I check it here, there is no mention of size. So I don't know, I have to check. Okay. So I check this character with this. If they are same, then I increment my index value, come to the second part. The other index I will decrement by -1. I decrement with 1. I compare these two. They are same. I now go to the next character. One index I increment, the other index I decrement. I compare these two. They are not same. Okay. The moment your matching fails, you just come out of the loop saying that the given word is not palindrome. In case if they are same, or if there are no further words, we can say that it is a palindrome word. Okay. Now see whether whether you can draw the, whether you can write the flowchart or not. This is one logic. Or you can straight away try to reverse the word and compare whether my original word is same as the reversed word or not. If they are same, it is palindrome. Otherwise, it is not palindrome. That is another logic. Okay. So check whether you can do it or not. Maybe in another 5 minutes, something like that, you can spend some time. At any point, if you have any doubts, you can straight away, I can execute it here in the flowchart. You can share it and let us execute it at your end.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes. Let us logic we will see later. Let's first execute your flowchart.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
MADAM. So finally, it has to tell me that it is palindrome. Okay, it gave us. Now,
Yes,
instead
sir.
of all capital letters, you put small letter, okay, capital M, and the rest of the thing is small letters.
1 minute, sir.
Capital M, small letters, DA. Okay,
This one, sir.
right.
And it won't work.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
this
It's
is
working.
not case sensitive, it is working. Okay. Now we have taken an
Yes, sir.
odd sized letter. Now let us check for even sized letter, which is palindrome. A, B, C.
Mom, sir.
Which one?
Okay, ABC.
And
Mom,
even.
it is also a palindrome. Okay, even.
Which one? No. Let us say NOON, noon. An even letter word.
Noon, sir.
NOON. Okay, boob, right. Noon, okay, anything. Okay, so it worked for
It's working,
odd.
sir.
Then it worked for a combination of lowercase and uppercase. It worked for even number. Now let us test for a word which is not palindrome.
Yes, sir. What?
Okay, so a non-palindrome also it is saying palindrome. Okay, now give some other thing. So it is always going for the, it is checking for word not equal to reverse. So if you observe reverse, REV, it is always empty. Did it change earlier? I did not test it. Give input again, some number.
Yes,
Actually, in the if statement, it should be word equal to reverse, no? Okay, let us give input, some word.
non-palindrome word, sir.
Any word, let us see. No, the condition that you are checking at the end, REV, that the variable is always empty. Oh, it is not going inside the loop at all, I believe. I less than word. Maybe I should, in the loop, maybe I is greater than word condition should be there.
Yes, sir. I'll just check it, sir. See, it's not working.
Maybe CH needs to be initialized.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. So CS to vanillas to blank or should I put
Blank.
it as 0?
If you say 0, it may treat. I don't know. Check it.
Sir, is that reverse you have given double quotes, sir? Okay, okay. You have given double quotes.
Hmm.
Okay, it's a character, right? Okay.
So that REV, if you observe on the left hand side, REV is always empty only.
Yes, sir.
So the plus symbol which you are using in the loop, you expect it
Yeah.
to concatenate, but it is not working that way,
Yes, sir.
right?
It's not working.
So now, if I keep on reversing a string, I should keep on appending to the existing one. So for appending, you have to identify something else instead of plus. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
check it once, and you
Yes.
can again come back.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else has done this flow chart? Just a couple of minutes. The approach that is followed by Jayant is he is taking a string, putting in a word. Let us take a string MADAM. Now in Raptor we have found out a way where we can identify individual characters with the help of the index. So what Jayant is trying to do, he's taking another word and naming it as REV. Okay. And one approach is you start accessing the individual characters from the end. I pick this character, put it in REV, then I take another character. Now REV is already there. To this character, I have to attach A, the one I have collected. So this attachment, if you use in some program, other languages, we have something called as plus, which plus. If plus for that symbol, if you give numbers, it should add. If you give characters, it has to concatenate or append. So that languages, if the languages support, you can use. If not, there should be another way where you can attach it. Then you iterate the loop, you pick another character, attach to the existing one, another character, attach it here, another character, you attach it here. Till how many times this iteration goes till the end of it, till you are left out, the index goes zero. Now this is my original string, this is my reverse string, reverse word. If both are same, I display it as a palindrome. If they are not same, I display it as not palindrome. So this is one approach. Now for this to work, there should be a mechanism supported in the language or in the tool where you can combine the characters. Okay. So in Raptor, when you are displaying the output, this is string. To this string, you are using plus and displaying the variable. But this is in output symbol. The same plus Whether it can work in assignment or not, we haven't tested earlier. So now when Jayant tested, it is not working. Maybe there could be wrong in the way they approach something else. So it's 11:43. Okay.
Sir,
let me,
we could copy the word into another array and then check it with compare them.
check it in whatever way you want, you do it, no problem.
Sir, I did that way, but I'm not able to exit the loop, sir, at a
Okay,
at
there
the
should
right
be a
time.
condition, right? Okay, you check for the condition. So let us see if let me follow the approach which let me check whether I'm able to do it or not. Okay, but I will not be sharing this Raptor file with you. You can just see and implement it, maybe submit in your record or something. Okay, so I have got the length. Now, since I know that it is the length, I don't require this. I will remove this. Delete. Okay. So now I will, I have to initialize indexes. So I will just say one, I will say start. I will initialize to 1. There is another index which I want to go from the ending part. I will say end, and this end I will initialize it with length. Since I know there is a function called as length of, I'm using name here, so length of name. Let me erase all this part. Can I erase? Right. Let me just run it. I don't know whether it will work or not. So I take madam, I will say okay. Right. I don't want output. I just want here. My start ending index is 1, ending index is 5. MADM. I is also not required. I am just removing this I eraser. So now I got indexes for starting and ending. Now I want to put it in a loop. I will use the loop. Now in the condition, and say start not equal to end. Or start, if start equal to end, I want to come out. If not, I want to do. Let us use this condition. Why start equal to end? One index goes from this side, another index comes from this side. So somewhere there will be a meeting point. No. If it is no, I will test. I need a selection. Okay. So if name of start is equal to name of end. So if name of start is equal to name of end. Yes. If it is yes, start we increment it with 1, end we decrement it with 1. So those two assignments, let us put it here. Set start to 1 and also end to end plus 1, end minus 1. Right. Now suppose if they are not same, then we have to just come out of it. So for coming out, what shall we do? Let us put a, say, one more variable called as flag. Let us put it as, because normally in languages we have a keyword called as break, B-R-E-A-K. So if that break statement gets executed, we come out of the loop. So in Raptor, we don't have such break instruction. So we have to write our own code to come out of it. So I take one more assignment called as, one more variable called as flag. Let me set it to 0. So in the loop, we write one more. I think we can use end. How do I know that I can use end? Because he is giving examples here. Middle less than or equal to y and y less than or equal to top. So you can put multiple conditions in the loop. So I will use flag.
Sir, if we use end, then both of the conditions need to be satisfied, no sir?
Yes, yes.
Then it won't come out of the loop, no sir?
When it is no here, we will modify the flag to 1. I will let you know. Examples. Is it single equal to? Okay, let me single equal to 0. Now if it is no, here I will modify flag to 1 or some non-zero. I don't want 0 there. I put some value. Let me put it as 1. Okay. So in the loop, when you come here, when they are not equal, you are modifying the variable. You come here, you test start equal to end and flag equal to 0. Only then we go inside. Oh, what shall we use? End only. Condition. If any one condition start, okay, the logic somewhere because of yes and no, I missed it. No.
Sir, if we keep end, start and end should be equal, as well as flag should be equal to 0. And if suppose the flag gets changed to 1, then it won't come out of the loop, no sir, because the first condition right now.
No, if this one is no, I know that it is not palindrome. I need to come out of the loop saying that it is not a palindrome. I'm just trying to figure out how to come out of the loop without going further. Suppose if there is some other additional character here, M, suppose MA, this E is there. I test M with E. No, they are not same. I come to no.
Flag gets incremented.
So there should be a way. I don't have to again test with A and M, D and A. Since they are not same, I know I don't have to very bother about the remaining characters. Since the condition has failed, there should be a way to come out of the loop. So I'm just figuring it out how to do it. If I put and here, maybe one more if condition. Okay, let us. If that doesn't work, let me put it one more if condition before going there. I write one more if condition here. If flag equal to 0, only then even here also we are going inside the loop. We don't have to, we should not go into the loop again. This will also not work.
Sir, you could do like this. In no position you give flag is 1.
Okay.
So before in between loop and start equal to end, you can add an selection, no sir.
Okay. There is okay. I just got another. Instead of this, we can. I can modify. I will set the start
Equal to end.
and that's all.
I asked you to submit the same assignment in that loop, in between loop and start and end.
Okay.
The
So
select, so it's simple.
I'm
Yes, sir.
putting a condition such that this will be fine equal. Okay. I check it here. It will come out. Let us see this will whether this will work or not. Anything else I need to modify? No. This is not required then. I'm incrementing. Yeah, okay. Decrementing. Okay. Let us see if this will work. Oh, I have to display whether it is palindrome or not. If it is yes, okay. Or if it is like this, if it is yes, it is palindrome. Let us write output here. Again, I have to put flag. Okay. Here, when I come out, I will check again. Selection. Edit. If flag equal to 0. Flag changes 1. It is flag equal to 0. It is palindrome. Given word is palindrome. Else the given word is not palindrome. So I don't know whether this will work or not. I will just test it. I will save it. I will test it. I will test before a palindrome. So it is giving me the given word is palindrome for madam. For not, I will test it for not a palindrome. Palindrome works still. Something I need to say. The given word is not palindrome. Okay. So after MADAM. Okay. For an odd letter word, I tested. I try to test for an even letter word. Oh, it doesn't have 5 elements. Something went wrong. For an even, doesn't have 5 elements. Why you are incrementing for noon? N my initial I value. Now we have only 2 minutes. Let me just try to compute. This is start. This is end. First, these two will be checked. It is okay. These two will be checked. Okay. Now start comes to this part. End comes to this part. So you don't have a mechanism where yes start and end will be same. Okay. So to avoid that, instead of equal to, if start is greater than end, let us put it greater than or equal to. Now let us check for so given word is palindrome. Okay. Let us check for odd. So here also given number is palindrome. Now let me check for a number which is not palindrome. Same. No. The given number is not palindrome. So the let me erase all these things. So what we wrote just now may not be efficient, but just for the sake of finding out for smaller words, we wrote. It can be written in a better way also. Okay. So you can just have a look at it and try to implement it on your own. What we have tried to do is we have taken a word, we have taken the two indexes, starting index and ending index, to traverse it from right to left and left to right. This additional variable is taken to see that when a condition, when we merge, when we both the indices come to a place, we have to stop, or when they are not equal, we have to stop. So for that reason, we are putting one more variable. Okay. And when this is the only place where we are changing the value of flag. That case is when it is not a palindrome. Right. So try to implement it. If you have any questions, you can ask on the Monday session. So Monday is a lab afternoon. So we just will check. We'll create breakout room sessions, and the 4 faculty will be there. Each faculty will select some 10 or 15 room members and try to see what is that you have done till the lab work. Okay. So once we are comfortable with Scratch and Raptor, we can proceed with the Python programs from the next classes onwards. In the meantime, if those have joined a bit late, those who require some more practice sessions, then for the regular classes, we can have a breakout room, and only the selected students who feel that they want to do practice, they can be in the breakout room sessions. One of the faculty will be there. We can ask them to share their screen and try to overcome any problems which they face. Okay. So that's all from my end. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Nothing, so.
Nothing.
I could not hear you. There was a lot of break.
I said nothing, sir.
Okay, okay. So someone has completed, I could not check. Maybe in the next class. Right? So if you have no questions, you can leave the meeting.
Okay,
If you
sir.
have
Thank you,
questions,
sir.
you can ask.
Thank you, sir.
Right. I'm stopping my screen share.